Hey, ladies, how are you? When I'm gonna call my twin, and I just want to let y'all know, be toxic for the rest of your 20s. You only get one life. Live your toxic 20s. You never get to be 20 years old, 21, 22, 23, 24, none of that ever again in your life. Be toxic, because don't get in your 30s thinking you could just go slashing tires and doing all this crazy shit. You too old for that now. You too mature. Be toxic for the rest of your 20s. And if you delusional, turn this shit up a notch. Enjoy the rest of your 20s. You only get to do this shit one time.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Unfortunately, that clip came from the young lady rapper that we know as Glorilla. She's the same person that has these Christian songs called Come Quick in F Jigga Free. I mean, she's a lovely lady, don't you believe so? I mean, absolutely great. I mean, she is the model woman for all ladies coming up in urban black America. And of course, Glorilla is not, let me just be nice today. Glorilla is not that smart. It's obvious. Because she wants women to be toxic in their 20s, right? Now, let me just say this. As a man who's 42, when I was in my 20s, of course, you know, I took more risks. I was definitely stupid. I still am stupid. I'm just was more stupid then. And I made a lot of mistakes that have cost me into my 40s. Like if I can go back and do my 20s over again, I'd already be rich by now. But of course, hindsight is 2020. But of course, she's saying be toxic. And be toxic to who? Be toxic to men. Not only men, black men. Those are the group of guys that you need to be toxic to. And it's clear as day if you listen to her music. Okay? You need to terrorize these black men. And why? Well, because you're in your 20s. We're not talking about being toxic towards somebody who's trying to hurt you or harm you. No. These men who are trying to love you, trying to date you, no. You should be toxic because, well, you're in your 20s. Let's ruin their life. Okay? Unfortunately, toxicity doesn't work like that. Let me give you an example of what I mean. In The Godfather, the role played by Marlon Brando, there was a meeting of the 5 families, and they were talking about getting into the business selling drugs. And all of the families were saying, listen, you know, we can sell drugs and we can sell it to the blacks, you know, because the blacks can destroy themselves. And Marlon Brando, the family that he was from, he was saying, listen, we don't need to get into the drug business because as much as you're saying we can sell these drugs to the blacks, it's going to affect us. Our kids are going to become drug addicts. They will get on this stuff. And sure enough, I believe his oldest son, Sonny, ended up getting killed, right? You know, because Al Pacino had him killed later on in life, but he was a problem. The toxicity that they were trying to give to others, it overwhelmed them. And that's what Marlon Brando was doing in The Godfather. He's saying this is going to affect our people. Our kids will be destroyed. Also with the blacks. And what ladies don't understand, and this is something that I've learned about a lot of sisters in the black America who feel like, you know, they need to be toxic. They need to, you know, deal with the wrong guy. You know, it's fun. They don't understand that you will be destroyed. You might destroy some people along with you, but you will be destroyed. If you don't end up with kids, if you don't end up mentally stressed, if you don't end up like mentally dusty, if you don't end up with all of these problems that you're going to have, and then by the time you're 30, nobody wants to put up with you. That's something that's not talked about. I don't know why so many women believe that these men are out here looking to put up with these sorts of situations because they just have nothing better to do. I really don't understand why that is, but okay, you have at it. If you honestly believe that you're going to go around being toxic in your 20s, you only live once. Then by your time you're 30, you're going to figure it out. You're insane. A toxic person in their 20s is a toxic person in their 40s, usually. And I'm going to give you an example. My grandmother is the greatest hellraiser in Black America. One of them. Okay? She ain't just got like that either. She been like that for a long goddamn time. Love her, crazy about her, love her to death. She is a hellraiser, always has been since possibly the 40s, the 50s, or the 60s, raising hell in the 70s, in the 80s. See, it's a lifelong thing. She didn't just stop or start raising hell last week. She's been at this. She's not new to this. She's true to this. Okay? And being a toxic person, let me tell you this, man. You know, as a Black man, I used to, have a little bit of toxicity. I mean, and probably still got it, but I wondered in myself, what in the hell am I doing this for and why? I'm not being developed. All I'm being is a cancer to some other Black woman. I'm out here terrorizing myself, terrorizing whoever else is coming across me. That's not the way to be a man and handle things. I need to find out how to deal with my own issues and how to deal with a woman, how to deal with my community. I got a problem here. I need to, get out of that BS. And then you have so many young women who believe that, I can do the same thing that these guys are doing. And again, the music in this agenda towards these young women, man, it is crazy. The stuff that these young women are saying, oh my God, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And then as Black men, you're like, God damn, I cannot ever take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just everybody, but or certain people, but how dumb can you be? How stupid can you be? How silly can you be? To even fix your mouth to talk like that as a woman. And we need to really be honest with ourselves and to say, what white woman, for the most part, any kind of great community, you know what? Be toxic to the men in your community. Nobody would ever take that from Black men. You know what? Be toxic toward the Black woman in your community. No. Jigga, we don't want you out here being toxic toward no goddamn women. Like, who sent you? Every time I'm listening to Glorilla, I'm like, man, who sent these ladies? And it's sad. We don't need to be toxic toward each other. Okay? We need to be like this. Look, either I can be in your life or I can't. Because don't nobody else, let me just say this real quick, right? If Glorilla get a toxic boyfriend, he start doing something that they don't like, abusing her anyway, nobody wants to hear. Well, he's a toxic man in his 20s, so it's okay. It's not okay. Because y'all know damn well, y'all don't take that toxicity to the white man. We know you don't. Y'all not taking that toxicity to white guys. Well, you only say that for Black men. Then get mad when Black men don't want to deal with that toxicity and go elsewhere. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.